Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya
Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati
Tato Jayam Mutiret
Tojam Mudiraye
Nasta Prestu Abastresu
Nashta Praisu Apamisu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloka
Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki.
Bhakti Bhagavati Naistiki.
Hare Krishna. I'm very fortunate to be with you this morning. Today we are going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 25, text number 38. It is written there. Kamnutvat anyam ramaya.
Kamnutva Tamyam Ramaya.
Kamnutvat anyam ramaya.
Kamnutva Mamyam Ramaya.
Airati janam apovidam.
Ayarati Jamakovidam.
Airati janam apovidam.
Ayarati Jamakovidam.
Asampraya bimukkam.
Asamprayaya Bhimukam.
Asampraya bimukkam.
Asamprayaya Bhimukam.
Asvattana vidam pasum.
Asvastana Vidam Pasum.
Asvastana vidam pasum.
Asvastana Vidam Pasum.
Anybody want to?
Kamnutva Tamyam Kamaya.
Kamyujjatva kanyam kramaya.
Yarati Jamakovidam.
Yarati janam apovidam.
Asamparaya Bhimukam.
Asampraya vimukkam.
Asvastana Vidam Pasum.
Asvastana vidam pasum.
Much of it.
So we go text by text. Come unto
Kam
whom,
Antu
nu,
Nu
then,
Then
tvat,
Tvat
then,
Then
you,
You
anyam,
Anyam
other, ramaya,
Ramaya.
I shall allow to enjoy,
I shall allow to enjoy
e, certainly,
certainly
arati janam,
Arati Janam
without knowledge of sex enjoyment,
without knowledge of sex enjoyment.
apovidam.
Akovidam.
Therefore,
Therefore,
almost foolish,
almost foolish.
asampraya,
Asampraya.
without knowledge of the next life,
Without knowledge of next life.
avimukkam,
Abhimukam.
looking forward,
Looking forward.
asvattana vidam,
Asvatana Vidam.
one who does not know what is happening,
Where does know what is happening.
pasum,
Assume
like animals.
like animals.
Translation: how can I expect to unite with others who are neither conversant about sex nor capable of knowing how to enjoy life while living or after death? Such a foolish persons are like animals because they do not know the process of sense enjoyment in this life and after death. Purport given by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Since there are 84,000 species, 84 lakh species, thousand of life, there are also many different living conditions. In the lower grade of life, in plant and tree life, there is no system for sexual intercourse. In the upper grade, in the life of birds and bees, there is sex. But the insects and animals do not know how to actually enjoy sex life. In the human form of life, however, there is full knowledge of how to enjoy sex. Indeed, there are many so-called philosophers who give directions on how to enjoy sex life. There is even a science called Kama Sastra, which is the science of sex. In human life, there are also such a division as Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. There is no sex life except in the Grihastha or householder. Ashram. The Brahmachari is not allowed any sex Vanaprastha voluntarily refrain from sex, and sannyasi is completely renounced. The karmis do not practice brahmacharya or vanaprastha or sannyasa life, for they are very much interested in grahastha life. In other words, the human being is very much materially inclined. Indeed, all living entities are materially inclined. They prefer grahastha life because there is a concession for sex. The karmis think that other stages of life are worse than the animal life. For animal life also have sex, whereas the brahmachari, vanaprastha and sannyasi completely give up sex. The karmis therefore above these order of spiritual life. Om Ajnana Timrandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Satchirum Midam Yene Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manopistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Gadamakyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandegam Sri Guru Sri Yudapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sakrajadam Sagana Raghunada Vidam Sanchadivam Satvaitam Savadudam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Visakam Hitamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanjana Gauralgi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sudevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanja Kalpadarupyachya Kripa Sindhupyevasa Patidanam Pavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Bhakti Srupa Swami Nami Namasa Manyamalika Pugura Prabhala Samati Namaskara Vinakmani Swami Namas Sarasvati Kavalani Vishani Nivadesi Nivadi Esthani. This very interesting verse today we are going to discuss. Before we see the text, actually we go little because this verse is, this text, with the whole subject is going to end in this chapter, and we will go before that. Canto 3, Srimad Bhagavatam, the process of feeling the universe. Lord Vishnu created, and second creation, Lord Brahma, and from Brahma comes Manu. Swayambhu Manu. Now the 14 Manus are there, Swayambhu Manu. And each sons, and after each sons and grandsons, they are all perfected by association of Narada Muni. And Narada Muni, we know, is son of Lord Brahma, and also is liberated soul. Not only liberated soul, he is also Shakti based avatar. That means is empowered, especially empowered. There are lot of liberated souls, but is especially Lord Krishna empowered him to give bhakti to everyone. That is the greatness of Lord Narada Muni. And Narada Muni, he was very compassionate, and he was from Swayambhu Manu, from the sons of and grandsons. They all perfected by association of Narada Muni. And same line, the king Pratina Bharaj is also coming from the same line. And he was so much attracted to the Karma Kanda section, like Yagya, performing Yagya and giving animals on the Yagya. And this way he was so much attached to that. And Narada Muni, because of the compassion, he came to his palace, and then the king was welcoming heartily and giving us place to sit, and then asking, And that time, the Narada Muni was telling that, my dear king, you are performing all these yagyas and you are giving all these animal on the sacrifices, and these animals are waiting for you. You will get consequences of what you are doing. The karma you will get for what you are doing. And he was explaining, and then because before that, actually, the Patina Barij was got 10 sons, prachotas, and they want to make progenies. Then his sons, he asked the assistance of sons actually to to make progenies. The filling the universe. Then the sons went for austerity. Went for austerity, and that time they met Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva came himself because of their dedication, and also they're following the instruction of the father Patina Barij. And Lord Shiva gave some sostra, that means some prayers, that Lord Shiva prays himself, that prayers. And they got these prayers, and they went for austerity. Then the Narada Muni came and spoke to Patina Barij, and Narada Muni understood that Patina Barij he want to give the bhakti, but he's not in a situation to hear the direct bhakti. Then he said, I will tell you a story. I will narrate a story from this allegory. I will narrate to you. Once upon a time, there was a king called Puranchana. Puranchana, it is written here, is an allegory story. And Puranchana there, and he was searching a kingdom. The Puranchana was searching a kingdom to stay. And after searching, he found a place, beautiful place with a garden and nice area. And the garden, he saw a lady, very beautiful lady. He saw, it is a Puranjani. And his allegorical story, he just wanted to bring this way the Patina Barij to Bhakti. That's what actually he was trying to, Narada Muni was trying to do. And the Puranjani, the lady, he met, a lady out all associates, and then the king asked, who are you? And she said, I do not know. And others, I do not know where they come from. And this way the lady answered that. And the lady said, actually, I can assist you. You are, because, the King Patina Barij is more attached to the karmic activities, And she said, no, I will assist you on this actually, and because this lady is intelligent, it's described here in this verse. The lady is intelligent and the material intelligent. How can assist you, especially on the subject of sex? I can assist you. Then they, because it is a duty of king. When he leave the kingdom, he should have a son to have the kingdom, to successor. Then he cannot make the sons in the heir. He should have a queen for that. Then the queen, they come together, and then actually she's giving, how we can enjoy in material life. It says actually, because there are 84 lakh species in this life, and there are many living conditions in low grades of life in plant and tree lives. They don't have sex. Plants and tree lives, but the bees and the birds and bees, there is sex. But enjoyment, for the sex enjoyment, but the humans are more, perfect of enjoying. Therefore, they have also have Kama Shastra or Kama Sutra. Philosophers given actually these shastras, and therefore, if the Narada Muni was indirectly preparing the king, in this way, giving this story, because it's the whole story about him actually, preaching about it, but he's giving indirectly the story. And he's, the lady was, telling, I can assist you, for your sense enjoyment, But there are two ways. One way, with the material way, because, when you want to, for the sense enjoyment or fruitful activities, you should also have intelligence. In material intelligence we get from the schools, college and university when you go there. And there are many books how you can enjoy in material body in this world. And there's another way, that is the Shastric way. And the Shastric way says, because in the previous verse it say, my dear Lord, I just arranged the city of 9 gates for you, so that you can have all kind of sense gratification. You may live here for 100 years, and everything for your sense gratification. That is the way of Shastra. The Shastra given Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. It is religious activities. Then you get money. We go to religious activities. You go. You get money, and then you enjoy your senses. After enjoying, that is the moksha, final. Some people, But only thing is, now the case is actually nobody follows the religious activities. Now they only, go to work, get money, and enjoy. These two things are going. They don't care about the moksha also. It is non-religious way. And the religious way, this is given in the Shastras. In a Shastra, the large portion of Shastras is given this way to, enjoy in a Shastric way. It is like a Kalpa Viriksha. The Shastras also says Kalpa Viriksha. And we say also in Goloka, Kalpa Viriksha trees. All desires will be fulfilled. But in this way, according to the Shastras. Because they will elevate, Because everybody cannot take bhakti directly. Because we know Krishna is the Supreme Lord. But everybody is there to take that. Only handful of devotees, But the most of the 99.9, they are all actually, looking for, material enjoyment. That sense enjoyment. Especially in this verse, the sex. Because sex has attraction to the opposite sex. And therefore, the whole thing is going, birth after birth after birth. The story actually gives, for our situation is also like this actually, And this king is what he's doing actually, because he want to enjoy in a Shastric way. That's what Narada Muni putting this story, Puranjana stories to him. That with the lady is represent the knowledge, intelligent, and lady was saying that I can give you, assist you, enjoyment, and this way she's giving how we can enjoy according to the Shastras. It is also in material realm. It's not out of material. It's also material realm. But in a sense that, they follow the dharmic path. Because otherwise, the animals, they don't have marriage life and all these things. It is only human beings have marriage, because when we want to live together, we marry together. And in Shastric way, we marry together, in front of fire sacrifices. We will promise many things in Lord that we will live together. We will adjust ourselves together. That is with the center of the Lord. That is the Grihastha life. But the non-religious people, they live like animals. They just live together for a few years, and after that they will say, I'm not satisfied with you, then this is non-religious way. But here this lady is represent the religious way. It is a smart way. And then she tried to and also the Narada Muni, because when you have the audience, we have to think the speaker, how we can attack this audience. And similarly, Narada Muni was very, very, very smart, intelligent. In sixth canto, there's a similar story like King Chitrakesu. He also, he was also attached to so much to material life. And Narada Muni and also Angira, his friend, Narada Muni's friend, another Muni, Angira Muni. And they were, Narada Muni was, giving advice to this King Chitrakesu in Canto is another story. And King Chitrakesu is not able to, by hearing he cannot able to do it. Therefore, he made a situation like a calamity, horror calamity, because his son, the son was died after birth, few years died. Then he understood actually, And but Pachina Bharat's case is actually, is giving a long story about this Puranchana, and by hearing, then he changed, and it comes in the end actually, he understood actually the story about me. It is actually story about us actually. We are also attached to this material world and the sense enjoyment. For sense enjoyment, we need, because we need a family life. We all be, the Grihastha. Only, the Grihastha ashram is allowed. Concessions are given for marriage. For Brahmachari not, Vanaprastha not, or Sannyasi. They are not given concession. But only, the Grihastha ashram the concession is given. But if we are not used properly that actually, to elevate ourselves, then we will be. But the difference is actually animals doesn't have karma. But human being live like an animal. They have to face great, consequences. Because of they have got a human birth, human form. But if they are not follows these, they live like an animal. Animal doesn't have actually. Animal is in a biological way they live actually, But human being, if they do, they have to suffer for a lot.
Great.
Yeah, unfortunately they have to suffer for a lot. That is, the human birth is very, very valuable. If you don't use that properly, then you have to suffer. That's what actually it says actually, because we are all fortunate that we are here and we understood. Because I know it is sex is the main. Because of that we are rotating again and again. Because our desires are registered in our heart. That means in mind. The minds get another body with the desire, because the Lord help you to enjoy this body, human body. If you have a deep desire, then you will get another body to enjoy this sex. But is the right way? This lady is, this Puranchani she's representing in the right way that you can enjoy this way. But it is also in material element, because if too much attached to the satric real way, then of course they will also not able to get Krishna's bhakti when we too much attached. But it will elevate yourself, slowly to come, when you go in the right way. Because if we in the religious way we get married in the church or temple, and then also we promise many things in front of the pujari and the sacrifices and the Lord. And then they will live together. That is the religious way. Otherwise, like a cats and dogs, they live together, they go together. And this way is non-religious way. Because that's what in Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. This is given in Vedic, in a large portion of Vedic literature. It is given to elevate ourselves. Because, everybody will not be able to take the Krishna Bhakti directly. And for the Krishna, actually, therefore, for the safety of everyone, he arranged this way, come one by one. Therefore, we have got a lot of demigods and other things. They can elevate themselves, step by step. Otherwise, there is no other chance actually, Think about that, if we don't have other religions and all these things, because these activities are to elevate ourselves from the lower conscious to higher conscious. Therefore, all these, the Sastric injections are given. And the Sastric also, at the end tells bhakti. That one can elevate oneself from beginning and to the bhakti. Because everyone will not be able to take Krishna bhakti directly. That is impossible because, therefore the Krishna arranged this way that they can also go, step by step, if someone doesn't know. And in Patina Bharat's case, actually, Narada Muni was speeding the process, giving the story in a different way. At the same time, I remember last Sunday, one speaker was here with us for the noon program. Hari Prachit. He saw so wonderfully, he was giving, because first of all, when he was here, he was glorifying the audience. And after that, he qualified the sponsor who was sponsored that Sunday, last Sunday, the Prasadam was sponsored, He's glorifying his name, and he glorifies Damodar Prasad, and he glorified this translator, and and it is so nicely. Then I was so amazed, because then he said that without the audience, I have nothing to speak about because the audience are very important. And similarly, the Narada Muni, I'm telling because so smartly, every cases, every devotee he meet, and also we know in Lord Ram's appearance day yesterday, Narada Muni made this. What is his name? The writer of Ramayana, Valmiki was before. Valmiki was his wild man. No? He's killing animals and everything. What is his name? It's a good name. And he was killing animal before. Valmiki was before birth. That Valmiki after. After got association of Narada Muni. And he was killing actually. He likes to enjoy that, the suffering of the animals. And then Narada Muni came to him and asked him to chant the Lord Ram's name. Even he cannot pronounce Lord Ram's names. He said, Mara, I might kill. Then he said, okay, chant the name of Mara. Then, because of the association of pure devotee, the Mara become Ram. See, that is the changes actually, And this way, Narada Muni, this liberated soul, and especially powered by Lord Krishna. Narada Muni, whenever he meet, he gave, when you go the old Sastric, old Srimad Bhagavatam, all the elevated devotees is due to the connection of, or due to the association of Narada Muni, they got all bhakti. And we are very fortunate to read this actually, then we understand, how it's, how fortunate that, otherwise, we are also attached to this sex life. And it is most prominent in material life, And this lady was, giving the intelligent, that mean, in family life also, the wife plays a very important role because she look after the family and she look after the husband intelligently, for the satisfaction of, and especially also sex department, and that is there. But it is everything in Grihastha life in center of the Lord, for the Lord's pleasure, and because of the, even in progeny, to beget children, that is also for the Lord's pleasure. Then it is allowed. Because there are many souls, contaminated souls are there, and you are bringing the soul to elevate. In sense, that is a service to the Lord, and that is allowed. That is also a service to the Lord. And otherwise, you just enjoy your senses. That is, prohibited. So I will stop here. I like to read one Ramayana life lessons, because yesterday we are celebrating the Ramayana, and there are 24 lessons are given in Ramayana. That is very helpful to us to hear about that. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
How is the festival yesterday?
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the prasadam quantity was perfect.
Oh, really?
And I think it was also good prasad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good prashad.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Arati was nice, and
Yeah.
lecture Mandali Prabhu.
Monthly was, yeah.
Very heartfelt.
Really, yeah.
It was good.
Oh, wonderful. I'm very happy to hear that. I
We
know.
thank the sponsors.
Yeah, they were here, huh?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Garland.
Garland, yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, they will be very happy. Actually, the Shyam Kumar father's appearance day was that yesterday. Then I gave the name to the pujari to do the arti because then. So I will read these life lessons from Ramayana. This is actually made from Calcutta ISKCON devotees. These 25 lessons. Power of bad association. It was known fact in Ayodhya that Kaikeyi loved Lord Ram more than his own son Bharat. Then how could she become so evil? It is by her bad association with mantra. Because the bad association, you will, get killed by all the good quality you have. And Kaikeyi is a very nice, lady, but unfortunately mother, and unfortunately she was association with the mantra, then he lost a good quality. That's the association about the meaning. And two is attachment to the service, not to the position. The Lord Ram was willing to become a king as a service to Maharaj Dasharatha, and he was also willing to go to the forest as a service to his father. You see, he's a king. He's appointed as a king, but he's what the father Dasharatha told him. Now it is a situation. You have to. Jai Jagannath Baladeswara Maharani ki jai, Jai Gaunita ki jai. And third is a mission of life should be vanquish the demonic tendency in our heart. Lord Ram, supposed to kill the demons, was fulfilled by his banishment to the forest. Fourth, even extreme reveals it, if taken in the proper spirit, will help us fulfill our mission in life. For example, lower gravity is only for effect in the earth sphere and not beyond. So also laws of material nature act only in material conscious, not in a spiritual conscious. 5. Ram o Aram. The test for every seeker, citizen of Ayodhya wanted to go with the Lord Ram to forest and leave behind all the comforts. Aram of the city. That means, when Lord Ram leave, all the citizen of the Ayodhya, they all wanted to go with Ram. 6. Alertness of spiritual life. The Lord Ram leaves Ayodhya Vasis when they were asleep. If one is intentively or lazy, one will lose taste in bhakti. Bhakti actually we should always, eagerness to serve. If you have today we'll sleep, tomorrow, then it will not, And 7, sometimes saintly person might cause pain or other not to hurt them but benefit them. Bharat disowns Kaikeyi, or Prahlad disregards Hiranyakasipu. Doctor may cause pain operations to patient to cure him. It's the meaning of, sometime our guru will give some, strong instruction or guideline. And it is for our good actually. But we may think, why is, and this way, it's getting. And 8, goal is to please the Lord. For Bharat, he wanted to stay in the forest, which was easier than to return and rule the kingdom. But they did not please Lord Ram. 9. Lord is proprietor. Bhoktaram Yagnitapasam. Bhagavad Gita says, Bhoktaram Yagnitapasam Sarvaloka Maheswaram. Bharat was ruling the kingdom on Lord Ram's behalf of keeping the Paduka, that means the slippers of the Lord Ram, keeping in the his head, and then he rules the kingdom, throne. We are only caretaker. He is the real proprietor. He can give and take away. The the caretaker acts according to the will of the owner. That means we just all puppets, we just act according to the Krishna's will. And that should be understood in this way. Then anybody can make a show of greatness that reveals the test us who are. When Lakshmana cuts the Suparnaka's nose, gone was charming form. Gone was charming form. Was the facade, and then the real ugly form of manifested. One's greatness is tested by one's ability to tolerate provoking situation. That means sometimes we get a situation like provoking situation, then we know the real person. Any situation we will be in a same level, not because if I chastise you, immediately you will react in a different way. That's right. Because Suparnaka was cut the nose, then they understood she was a demon. Maya, attraction, creates traps and makes us suffer. Marichi takes up the golden deer from the traps Sita Devi. We should see the substance through the eyes of the scripture. Marichi was all about false promises. For example, speed of web is most attractive to fly, but actually it is a wrap. Two examples are given. The deer, Sita was attracted. It's not the real deer in Ramayana. And the same way, the spider fixed all the nets. These two examples are given. 13. Maya knows our weakness. She can make our strength into weakness and take us away from circle of instruction of great souls. Ravana uses Sita Devi attitude to serve great souls to disobey Lakshmana. It is also Maya is very, very powerful. We should not underestimate Maya. Sometimes devotees thinks, I'm 30 years in the, 40 years I'm in, but even small desire if he has or had, and the Maya will be captured. It is very, very, we should, we are fighting against Maya, but when we are in the Lord's side, the Lord will protect you all the time. And 14, always stand by the right. Jadayu, integrity, real success is to please the Lord. Jadayu lost his life fighting for Lord Ram, but achieved the purpose of life to please the Lord. It is the better to lose or win than the lose. That's what I'm saying. The Jadai was, is a bird. Jadai was fighting for the Lord Ram's, pleasure. And he lost the life, but he got the real purpose of life, because we want to have the Lord actually, because his body is temporary body. And 15, the patience, determination and enthusiasm. Example of Shabari. Long time ago, the Guru had asked her to wait for Lord Ram, while all of the disciples and Guru himself went back to Godhead. She showed her enthusiasm by working hard every day to clean the place, plucking the flowers and fruits for the Lord. She had complete faith in the words of Guru and patiently waited with the determination. The Lord reveals only when He wants. That's actually, we cannot force the Lord to reveal, immediately, because sometimes where is Lord? Some people, the demons, where is the Lord? Like, Hiranyakashipu was. Lord is everywhere, but we cannot see that. Sabari was, is a great devotee, Mataji, she was waiting many lives, many years even, and waiting to take the darshan of Lord Ram. But she's very determined, Guru's word. And Guru said, you will see face to face Lord Ram. And in this faith completely, she was every day praying and plucking the flowers, fruits. Even she tastes herself before, because normally we don't taste to offer a lot, no. But she tasted because she wanted to give the best fruits to the Lord. It's high bhakti, And even Lakshman was telling, Lord Ram, no, don't eat that, because she tasted everything. And Lord Ram said, I know her bhakti, because she wanted to give the best ripe food to me. Therefore, she tasting every food and keeping the Lord's. And this is a higher level of bhakti, We should not do that actually. We are not in that position, And 16. Honesty. We can't put the facade before the Lord. Hanumanji disguises when he went to meet Lord Ram. Lord knows within who we are. We have to be honest, receive the mercy of the Lord. 18. Obstacle on the path of bhakti. The demons who came to stop Hanuman during the jumping across the ocean, Mainka, Gold Mountain, temptation to seek comfort before achieving our real purpose, Surasa, shadow, catching the demons. While striving the bhakti, people will chastise, criticize, misunderstand us. We should have the willingness to tolerate. Simika, serpent, being envious of people in higher position and try to stop their progress. And this jealousy of the mind by devotional service, we have to devour Simika, who represents envy. Therefore, in bhakti there are a lot of obstacles, and it comes, and it is Hanuman, the example given, because when he want to jump to Lanka, he got many demons came across, but he determined, I will do the Lord's service completely, because there are many problems comes in life, but we should be completely determined. That's what the reference at the Hanuman. 18. Arrogance, cannot understand well-wishers. The world is the mirror of our own conscience. Ravana was thinking Mandodari was envious of Sita, but actually she was envious of Lord Ram. Ravana was thinking Vibhishana was disloyal and taking the side of Lord Ram, but he was disloyal to Kubera, his stepbrother. When we think we know, we are willing to listen to good counsel. Spiritual progress means simplicity and humility. If they are lacking, we don't listen thinking that we know better. That was Ravana's mentality. Ravana thinks, I know everything. I am the controller. And big go small. We can swim the ocean of samsara by chanting Lord Ram's holy name. Big go small. All the stones floated by writing Lord Ram's name. Pride and attachment leads to lost intelligence. Dayato Vishayam Punsa, Bhagavad Gita 2.62. Every stage of this sloka was exhibited by Ravana, loss of intelligence. Even when all the stalwarts warriors, including Kumbhakarna, Indrajit, died, but he still didn't give up. Hearing about the Lord reveals the dormant love. The Lord Ram begins Paramatma in the heart of everyone, including Ravana, could have killed him just by turning off Ravana's heart. But the Lord is pleasure potency. Sita Devi went through this whole order so that we can hear about the Lord and revive our dormant. Because the whole story is to understand this in a fallen soul, then attracted by this Leela, the long way. The Ramayana is a great history. And 22, sacrifice even a family or surrender to Lord Ram. Vibhishana comes to take shelter. All the monkeys were against except Hanumanji. Vibhishana was willing to be misunderstood or even chastised to surrender to the Lord. He told Lord Ram about the celestial nectar in Ravana's heart, because the Vibhishana came to surrender, because Vibhishana is from Ravana's side, Ravana is brother, And all others, there are many associated with the Lord Ram, and they are all rejected. No, Lord Ram, please don't take, because the Lord Ram is, he can immediately decide. But Lord Ram asks his associate also, shall I take this Vibhishana to our side? And everybody was rejecting, no. But Hanuman understood that, he is a devotee, because he went to Sri Lanka, he saw, only one person they are doing bhakti is only Vibhishana. Then Lord agreed, because the Lord says, if he comes and bow down and stayed, Lord, please accept me, I want to surrender to you, the Lord will take. That's what Lord said in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Gada Am Tvam Sarvapapepyo Moshchachyami Mashisha. The Lord is so merciful. But only thing is we are in our demonic mentality, we don't want to surrender, we just wanted to enjoy this material world. This verse actually says also. 23rd. Counsel and advise battle against illusion. The battle against illusion at every stage, association of devotees to put us straight, without which we will fall. Lord Ram doesn't need, but he takes the counsel of Vibhishana. 24. The grace of devotee needed to kill demons within. Agastya Muni, arrows was used by Lord Ram to kill Ravana by piercing his heart. 25th. Welcoming the Lord in heart with the lamps. That is Deepavali festival. The Lord Ram is welcome back to Ayodhya with the lamps. Deepavali is not just the physical fire, but lightening the hearts with the light of Lord grace. And process of devotional service, when heart is fully illuminated, then we can experience the Lord Ram within ourselves. When our love awakens, in that love, compassion for the all living being awakens. Then Ram Raja is awakened within the heart, then without, out in the world. That when the Lord comes to our heart, our compassion to the all living entities awaken. Otherwise, we just think, high and mind. So I will stop here. Thank you very much, Damodar Prasad, giving us this opportunity to share some thoughts. Kantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, devotees ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Rajamani Prabhu ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yeah.
Если Кришна, он же самый красивый Кришна.
Krishna the most beautiful.
Yeah.
И получается, что если мы узнаем его качество, его красоту,
If you will, it's better to translate by Dimanat. Or I will translate by Google Translator. Just a moment. Если мы знаем его качество,
если мы узнаем
if you will know if you know his qualities,
тогда все вопросы будут решены вокруг, правильно?
all questions will be decided.
И как узнать его качество?
So how to know his qualities?
Красоту его.
His beautiful. His beauty.
It is, everything is given in the scripture actually, And when we associate with the devotees, only the devotees understood the scriptures. And by associating with the devotees, they will understand. Because now see, we are all here. How we are here? How you came to Krishna consciousness? Yeah.
Все вписывается в Писание, и мы должны слушать Писание от преданных, которые поняли их и поняли Кришну. Иначе мы не сможем понять красоту Кришны.
Because the devotees are like a desire, compassion to every living entities, Even, Jesus was, killed by other, demons. But even though Jesus prayed to the Lord, Lord, please forgive them.
И потому что преданные, они сострадательны ко всем живым существам, даже когда Иисуса убивали, он молился за этих людей. Господь, пожалуйста, прости их.
And then because the devotees, they want to bring all the living entities back to the Godhead, because we are all Krishna conscious, but now we are forgotten, we're covered by the material energy.
И преданные, они хотят всех вернуть назад к Богу, но сейчас мы покрыты материальной энергией.
So therefore, our devotee, every one of us is a devotee to spread this conscious, this Krishna conscious, God's conscious to others.